you think might be wrong with that swing? Anything that looks that way to you? Hi, this is Jeff Caminiti coming to you from Maple Hill Golf Course, and I want to talk to you today about tempo and how important and vital that is to your game. What I just did in that swing there is I did what a lot of people do, I see them do, is that they take the club back really slow because they heard somewhere that you can't take the club back too slow. You don't hit the ball with your backswing anyway. But when I do that, I see most people, their transition is very violent in the downswing, and they don't have good tempo that way. Here's what we're looking for. Good tempo doesn't necessarily mean slow. It means the same. Okay, so you might see somebody like Ernie Els, who has a slower swing tempo. Okay, then you look at somebody like a Brent Snedeker or a Nick Price, and they're quicker with their tempo. What we don't want to do is we don't want to mix Ernie Els' backswing with Nick Price's downswing. Vice versa, I don't want to do Nick Price's backswing with Ernie Els' downswing. What we're looking for with good tempo that will make you a more consistent ball striker is to go the same energy back and through. So if you take it back at that pace, you come through at this pace. So it looks something like this, and I'll have a lot of my students count just a 1, 2. Remember, folks, that it's where we hit it on the club face that's going to make the ball go a long ways and go straight. Okay? So let me demonstrate one here for you where I'm going to hit a 7-iron, and I'm going to count that in my head, that 1, 2 motion. Looks something like this. 1, 2. So it's that same motion. Now, you may be asking yourself, I'm not bad with the irons, but what do I do when it comes to my driver? This club's supposed to go further, right? We all know that. Unfortunately, what we do is we try to make it go further by swinging harder. Okay? Remember, keep the same tempo with the driver just like you did with the 7-iron. Alright? So I'm going to do that same counting with the driver as I did with my 7-iron now. And set up to it, I'm going to count that same thing in my head where it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's that same tempo, that same energy that we use with the driver that we do with the 7-iron. Trust me, the way that this is built, the fact that it's longer, it's a titanium head, if you hit it in the middle of the club face with the same energy, it's going to go a lot further. Now I want to show you something that we have here. We sell these actually at Maple Hill. It's a training aid. It's called the Skills Gold Flex. We sell it for $54.99 here at Maple Hill. But I really like this training aid because what it does is it's very heavy and it's very flexible, as you can see. What it does for me is as I swing this back and through, you can see how much this is bending. Now some of you might think it's good just for flexibility and gaining some strength in the hands and forearms, which it is. But the other big thing that it does is it helps us with our tempo. You can see that if I have good tempo with this, the yellow ball comes down at the right spot. Let me do it the wrong way for you. If I swing down too fast, I can feel it. I can feel that that head gets way out in front of me and the shaft flexes way too much that way. So just a really good training aid. There's other things in training guides to help you with your tempo. But remember, if you want to be a more consistent ball striker with all clubs, find a tempo that works for you and keep it consistent. Thanks so much for watching today. Hope to see you soon.